Hey guys, welcome back to Fun Fiero. I'm Andy.
I'm Liz.
Guys, we're here to share our fun, love, and passion for all things Disney with you guys. So thanks for hanging out with us today. We are still in Vlogust.
Yay!
So, and if you guys don't know, we're just celebrating Liz's birthday month by doing a video
every day for this month.
Every single day?
Yes.
So at least that's our challenge to ourselves. So we'll see if this can keep going. But so far, so good.
So far, so good.
So, Liz, what are we doing today?
Well, we're missing the parks.
Yeah.
We're wishing we were there.
Yes.
And we're trying to fast forward to October. But since we can't do that, we just thought we'd eat our 5 favorite foods that we love to take to Disney with us. Because you can take food in.
Yep.
Because they accommodate any dietary need. No glass, no alcohol.
Right.
But food, anything like that you can take in. So we used to have some favorites because when it gets hot, you know, I like to graze. Okay? So we used to have some favorites that we would take to the park. So let's dive right in.
Yeah, and these are just the 5 kind of like super easy things to do. Now, we had this thing, and I don't know, Liz and I started this when we first met. We weren't even married yet. We were going down to Disney, and for some reason, I'd never had sushi ever in my life.
It's true.
And we decided...
Georgia boy, never on sushi.
We decided that we were just going to do sushi one morning for breakfast, a California roll.
So there is a supermarket really close to Disney World, and if you're driving, which, you know, at that point we normally would be, then I loved sushi for breakfast. Just like some people love pizza for breakfast, I love sushi for breakfast. Comment down below as to when you like to eat sushi.
Yeah, here we go, guys. This is the California roll that we always enjoy getting at Disney, and it's super easy just to go grab and then head over to the parks.
Yeah, and then if you're taking the ferry boat over, which we normally would, you could just sit there, share your sushi, throw your container away when you're going into the park, and bam, you're done. But what a great way to kind of pick you up and start the morning.
Yeah, and everybody's looking at you going, huh, wish we would have thought of that.
Yeah, yeah.
So the next thing that we really enjoy just having at the parks is a frozen bottle of water. Now,
don't notice that this is not frozen.
Unfortunately, this did not freeze well, but we enjoy a frozen bottle of water because not only does it keep cold and it keeps your cooler cold, but it also, as it warms up throughout the day, you have a little bit of water to have and everything else, but it's just super nice.
Make sure that you open the bottle of water that you're going to freeze, take a couple of sips, that way your bottle of water doesn't explode.
Yes.
But it's a great way to carry 2 or 3 other waters with you, or that Coke that you're going to take in, because the Cokes are way expensive at the parks, and it keeps everything cold for you in your lunchbox. So I always love doing that.
The nice thing about having a Coke or your favorite soda, your favorite sweet soda, pick one, Pepsi, Sprite, whatever. It just gives you that every now and then you're standing in line, you need a little bit of a boost.
Pick me up,
just a little bit of sugar, some carbs, because you've been walking, you've been sweating, all of that. Have a sip of Coke, share it around with the family.
Put it back in your lunchbox.
Put it back in the lunchbox.
Start drinking those waters again.
And drink some more water, but again, you still have ice in that water, so it keeps everything cold. And why are we keeping everything cold? Here's why.
Why? Because it all needs to be cold. What else needs to be cold? One of my favorites, string cheese.
Okay.
All right. I mean, how can you beat string cheese when you just open it up, you go, it's such a small little snack, you're done, there's nothing left over. I love string cheese.
Yep. And so it's super simple, it's super good, and it goes really good with ham.
Yes.
So we actually just got a ham from Costco, honey baked it basically, kind of like a spiral honey baked ham. And then we just chopped it up. But this is, you can get lunch meat, you can get whatever you guys want.
Ham, turkey, grilled chicken.
Yep.
Sliced up beef if that's what you want to do, roast beef, whatever. But yeah, it definitely goes well with the cheese.
Yep. Now, obviously, Liz has a gluten allergen and, gluten allergy. So here's the thing, is that with her, when we first met, there was no gluten allergy. So we were, whatever. But this is a great way. She can have the string cheese, the ham, and then she can also have some grapes.
Once again, cold. And another thing that you can do with these grapes is, like, for an hour or 2 before you go, just pop them in the freezer really super fast. And then as you eat them throughout the day, of course, they go ahead and they're no longer frozen, but man, it keeps them nice and cold.
Yeah, absolutely. And it's another great little pick-me-up, a little kind of a snack, some sugar, keep you going.
Yeah, but not like sweet, sugary, processed sugar, so I always like the grapes.
Yep. And then, of course, mine and Morgan's favorite.
I miss it.
This goes really good with the ham and
the
the
cheese.
string cheese, and you can just pick it all apart. Makes it go really good. So for me, the ham and the bread go together. For Liz, the ham and the cheese go together.
Yeah.
But really kind of to break it down, guys, and I suppose that this would probably be better sliced. So this way you can actually make little sandwiches and take them with you, or just little slices of bread and then put everything together at the parks.
Then another thing, we used to take like little packets of mustard and mayonnaise with us if that's what you wanted to put onto your sandwich. But guys, those are also readily available throughout the park.
Yep.
So if you just forget the mustard or the mayo, there you go, condiment stand, and you're hooked up.
Yep. Here's the other thing, guys, that just to kind of point out to you, you can eat these anywhere. So what we used to do is
standing in line, we just sit there and start snacking. Which of course, suddenly everybody's standing around you, starts looking and going, "That looks really good. Where did you get that?" That way, you're not having to stop and go eat, and you're just going to stand in line as you move forward.
Yep, and then save that really cool character meal for the end of the day when it's a little bit cooler, or maybe have that character breakfast and then kind of, do this for the lunch and the dinner type thing. You have choices that way, and it really does. It's a great, inexpensive way to keep yourself fed. Do it at the times that you're going to be standing in line anyways. Yep. Don't stop. You don't have to go sit down somewhere and keep your day from happening and enjoying and doing all the rides and the shopping and the shows
everything,
and whatever it is. This way you can keep it going. So just to recap with you real quick, the 5 things, and they're in this order for as far as I'm concerned. The bread and the ham go together, right? So
not for me, but for everybody else. And then string cheesy goodness.
And then the grapes.
And then to start your day off right, just a little bit of sushi.
And then the water and the Coke go together as far as we're concerned, because that water, you might have a few of them in your cooler, and that's just keeping everything nice and cold, but it also is, with the Florida heat, don't worry, it's not going to stay ice all day.
No.
We promise. And it will melt.
But it will stay icy. Like if you get at the parks about 8 o'clock in the morning, then it will stay icy till about anywhere from 1 to 3, depending on how warm the day is. So it really does help keep everything cool in your insulated lunchbox.
So these are just great alternative ways to just kind of munch. They're easy. And they're cheap. Okay.
You can always add Cheerios, Goldfish, whatever you want as your little snack in a Ziploc bag to sit there and nosh on when you're in the line too.
Actually, what is your favorite snack? Leave it in the comments below. We'd love to know.
Take the park.
Yeah. So, guys, thanks for hanging out with us today. If you will, give the video a big thumbs up, like the video, and also subscribe if you haven't, so that way we can share more of these videos with you. But until next time, get out there, have some fun, and we'll see you on the flip side.